Biggest challenges for being a female. First of all, somebody said something to me when I was first starting. I consider him my brother. We're not really related. His name is DJ Mr. Nice. He's a DJ in Virginia. And he used to always tell me, like, you have to be better than everybody else. Because if you're not, then they're not going to take you seriously. Like, they already look at you and they're not going to take you seriously. And this is before there were way too many, like, you had your, like, the DJs, the female DJs at the time that I was looking up to were, like, Jazzy Joyce and, like, Coco Chanel. And I remember I used to have really long nails, and I used to think, okay, well, Coco Chanel could do it, so I could do it. So I could DJ with my nails, you know? But those were the DJs, the female DJs that I knew and that I was looking up to. There weren't as many DJs as you see now. It's like everybody is like a DJ. So it's very tough for people to take you seriously. I wanted people to tell me that you are a great DJ, not she's good for a woman. So that was something that I strived and I worked really hard on, was that, okay, I'm young, I'm a woman, and I'm a black woman. So I need to know music, because not only do I want my peers and DJs that I look up to respect me, I want them to take me seriously, and I want them to think that this is legit what I want to do. Like, this is going to be my craft. So it was important to me to study music and not just go from a college student to a DJ in one night. Like, you really have to respect and know more. And although that's like a struggle, like as a woman, I think it makes you better, because you have to be better. So it kind of forces you to be better, if that kind of makes sense. When I was younger, I used to be in like real stupid situations where things would happen to me that wouldn't happen to men. Like, I would go to a gig, you know, a promoter would like try to holler at me or something, and I'd turn it down, and then I'd get fired. That don't happen to men. You know, so I had to deal with that, but stay on my ground and be like, all right, that's how you feel. I'm remember that, you know. But if that's how you feel, then I'm not gonna, you know, let my morals or anything kind of change who I am. But it was tough. You know, I would even get into situations where men or my male counterparts would try to throw me under the bus or keep me below them, because I guess they were assuming, oh, she could DJ and she's a woman, so shit, I don't want her to take my job one day. So instead of realizing that everybody has their own lane, they would keep me from, or try to keep me from progressing, even though you can't do that, because at the end of the day, God has got a plan for me anyway. But they would try to keep me from progressing because they would think that, okay, well, someone's just gonna hire her because she's a girl, which is not true. They might hire me originally, but the only way I'm gonna be able to keep the job is because I'm good. You know, if that makes any sense. Those were definitely, you know, the bigger struggles. But I can say that, you know, now as I've become more established, a lot of that, not all, has gone away. And if it happens, they're not as much in my face, if that makes sense. Like, people kind of like hide it, which is definitely more cowardly, but I think it's a constant, you constantly have to prove, because of the rate that everybody's a DJ nowadays, and you constantly have to prove that that you can hang with the boys, even though that's not really how it, you know, should be. But something that I really did appreciate from this year, I have a new manager, and his name is D Nice, and he's a very established DJ. And he is one of the people who I can say really was like, yo, I believe in you. No matter what I've done, very few people have said that to me and have gone out of their way and say, I believe in you. D-Nice says, I believe in you and you're better than me. To hear somebody like, no, people, they don't say that. So to have somebody do that and have somebody fight for you and fight for you in this industry, definitely meant a lot to me. What keeps me motivated? That's an interesting question. You know, for a long time, nothing was working out. Nothing was going right. And for a long time, I wanted to give up. And I think actually getting to the point where things started to click is kind of motivation in itself, because you start to realize that, you know, this is something, and the goals that I made can be achieved. And it's not even like, you know, I'm trying to have, you know, high ceilings. Like I want to get past the ceilings, right? But what I think is super important, and I think is and I try my best to do it now, and I think it's important to me, and it's been tough because, you know, I know the people that have helped me and that have guided me. I can put them, like, I can count them with one hand. Now, the people that have tried to shit on me and make my life, like, try to purposely make my life difficult and, you know, keep me from succeeding, I need like 30 hands for that. So it's important to me that now that I'm in a good place, is that I try to help like people that I kind of like see myself in them, you know, and it definitely keeps me motivated when I try to like plant a seed or just give like the alley-oop, you know, to somebody, when it actually connects. You know, I work on an air check with somebody that's like never been on radio and then they get a job, like a full-time radio job. Or, you know, I help like a DJ out, a woman DJ. Like there's a girl, her name's DJ Sage, who I've been working with. Female DJs, for some reason, like they think there's only supposed to be one. Like I have some now that like won't even talk to me. Like, and I know them just from the industry, but they act like there's only supposed to be one of us. So I'm not gonna like link with you, because if I link with you, then you might take my gigs. It's not supposed to be like that. Like there's enough for everybody. So when people like kind of like come together and help each other, like I feel like you help your blessings grow. So that would definitely be my answer. Like when I see other people that we've kind of connected, like go out and do things, it's like, okay, I know I'm doing the right thing, you know?